Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today I have the Ardbeg Y2K on my cask. And yeah, Y2K, oh, is it the Y2K virus? No, it's not. And yeah, let's have a look. This is Y2K stands for year 2000. And this is a whiskey from the year 2000, and it's heavily packaged. Another packaging. And another plastic bag. Oh, it looks a bit like a computer virus. Yeah, that was a huge, for everybody who's maybe not as old as to remember the days of the Y2K. I was fairly young. How old was I? 14. So I did get a bit of the news of the Y2K. Everybody was afraid of would all the computer systems make the switch from 1999 to 2000, and it was mostly overhyped. There were like really unimportant subsystems that just didn't make the Y2K. Everything else was just unspectacular, and yeah, it was just like another New Year's celebration as always. Yeah, but they're not celebrating just the year 2000. They are actually celebrating the Ardbeg Committee that came to place in the year 2000, in February 2000. And here we have a bit of a letter for that. And yeah, it is from the old historic distillery, and the committee, I think, was set into place to from fans, and they actually wanted to have the distillery never close again. That is kind of their mission. And yeah, it is now the Ardbeg Committee has over 180,000 members in 130 countries. And yeah, I guess this is a very good way of, if you have such a member base that are also kind of the customers, that is actually a very good thing to ensure their goal to have Ardbeg never close again. Just to reiterate, they actually got closed somewhere beforehand, and then they reopened, I think, in 1989, and got bought by Glenmorangie later. And yeah, so Glenmorangie was really a good thing for them, and later Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, because they're really investing into the distillery. There are distilleries who just bought smaller distilleries and just have them as a workhorse. The worst thing to a distillery that can happen is get bought by a blender and then discontinue a single malt and just blend. Yeah, so they're really lucky that Glenmorangie bought them and really developed the brand from just a small backwards Islay distillery to prominent backwards Islay distillery. And yeah, they just increased their production size. They went from the old warehouse to the new, an old still house to the new still house with exactly the same stills. And we've tried it, and it looks very similar to what we had from the old still house. So yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's very smoky. And what did they say with in casks? Here we have in bourbon and Oloroso sherry cask. So yeah, this is the way that an Ardbeg is typically matured. It's a It's a mixture between bourbon and Oloroso sherry cask. Usually also bourbon first fill and second fill, which they don't mention here. Oh, I like it. It's a typical Ardbeg, although it is a bit damp and old. Yeah, 23 years is quite old. Ooh, but it still has a good amount of kick. Yeah, it has strength to it. A lot of smoke for a 23-year-old. The smoke is not as present and not as forward as you might know from other ones. It's a bit more damp. Yeah, a lot of people have the feeling of Ardbeg also being a bit of a smoked ham smoke. But the freshness, the menthol character of Ardbeg, still a little bit there. I would have expected from 25-year-olds to be a lot less. But it's weak. It's the distillery character after 23 years just fades a little bit more away. Strangely enough, really a lot of smoke. Oh, and now the distillery character in the nose, I would say medium present. It's a very sweet one as well. I still have sweetness from the first one. So it's the Oloroso comes out pretty strong. It's a very Oloroso heavy Ardbeg. It's strange that because it has so much spicy, earthy, cacao, coffee, heftier flavors to it, and combined with a little bit of that Oloroso fruitiness in the back, but overwhelmed by a lot of these spices that I have and hefty, earthy tones that I have in the glass. It's a strong one. It's really a hefty, strong one. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Ardbeg Y2K. Be careful, it's quite expensive. It's around 750 to 800 euros. So if you live in the Netherlands or in Belgium, you can buy it at Whisky.com. Have a look. I'm not quite sure how much it is at your place. Shouldn't differ that much because just the VAT and the alcohol tax shouldn't change it that much. Maybe 20, 30 euros will go up. Maybe 50 if I calculate wrong. Yeah, so have a look, get the Ardbeg Y2K, and yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.